Hey everyone, Tony Walsh here. Welcome back to the channel. And I don't know if this will be a what's happening in the Farmstead video or just a separate one, but anyhow, you see a couple of pickup trucks back there behind me and some pieces of equipment will be moving around here because we're clearing out some tree line today to expand the field just a little bit more. So let's get turned around and get to work. Well, before I get tuned in on the equipment, I got to get this tree cut out of the way because you can see it is in the edge of this field. So let me get this cut out of the way first, and then I'll bring you back with the equipment. Okay, I got that tree that had fell down, got it cut out from the edge of the field, and we're just clearing this up to make it look a whole lot better because it looks scraggly in the fall, and plus we want to be able to see the pond back there. So it starts getting a little wet, so we don't know how far back we will get mulched, pushed back, cleaned up, whatever your term is you want to call it. But we've hired a contractor, and I know I'm zoomed in a little bit, that is here with a mini excavator that has it's not a mulcher blade, it's just got one of those drums that this rotates. I guess it's a mulcher in a little bit of a sense. So they're grinding down some small trees down to ground level, and then got another one over there with a skid steer picking up fallen logs that fallen trees that had turned over, and the logs have rotted, and just picking up other stuff. And we're going to have several burn piles right here, so I'm not going to bore you with watching all that, so I'll just bring you back from time to time as things might get interesting, or just to do a couple of updates. They're thinking they can get from that corner, don't make you drunk or dizzy, all the way back around here to where we feed the deer in one spot. So we'll see what happens. So I'm just going to show you right here at the start, at the edge of the dirt road, there was a row of dead azaleas here. So they have shred those up, but obviously you can see some of the roots and all are still big. So I guess we'll end up getting a mini excavator in here with a bucket to come dig those up. That way we can mow all the way to the ditch, because this drainage ditch actually runs all the way from that field across the road, slopes down into them trees, and then comes through here and runs all the way to the pond back there that we own. And I don't know if you can see, there's a survey marker right there. So, but Nana says the ditch is actually on our property, which means the survey marker should be on the other side of the ditch, but we haven't had that surveyed, so we'll get that figured out one day. So we wanted to leave this thick, that way there's just a barrier between us and Jackie's cousin Dane's house. So that will stay that thick for now. One day these trees will be cut, and we will come back with rows of pine trees that we can sell pine straw. So that might be 2 or 3 years yet, but that's the plan. But we did want to get this cut just to where we can have a little bit more openness, just to see what we do have. So they have definitely made a difference in here. So it's one of those, I might have to buy me a rotary mower that's actually not a brush cutter, but a tree cutter. That way I can keep these, because we still got all the stalks and shredded limbs and all that. So that would just be heck on a regular rotary mower. So, but at least it's clean here now. So before, when it was farmed, it would stop right here. Now it's here, and I would like to have a couple of cows, so this would give them some shade to wander around in. So really looking better. So I guess to give you where we're at, we're over here at the pond, and they've already cleared out what we couldn't clear out with the briars and that were there. So just mowing down there to the tree line. And there's no stumps or anything like that. That's why they're doing it. So then we might keep it mowed with lawnmowers until I can get me a rotary mower to go behind my tractor. So they're doing a great job. Well, I might as well turn in this into what's happening on the farmstead. So that, you might not can tell how much cleaner that is, but to us it is 100% cleaner. Yes, we can see our niece and nephew across the branch, and still see a little bit of cousin Dane across the branch. If they don't like it, they can build fences. But our plans is to put pine trees back there, so that hopefully in a couple years that'll fix that problem back. I don't think you can see the white PVC stakes out here in the middle of this field, but we have marked off where the house is going, so one step closer. I have give up on trying to fix this 4-inch PVC line. We fixed one and the next joint just leaks. The only thing I can figure is the 7 days of sub-freezing temperatures when we had snow just broke all that glue loose. So I've covered this hole back up. Remember, it's got an underground valve, so I covered it with a Harrow disc just to try to distribute some weight across that plastic valve, because we do drive across here with pickups and all. So covered that hole, covered that one at the driveway. I think I've talked about this before, but we started color coding these valves. So the blue goes to the garden, the green here goes to the dog pen over there, and to the sprinkler behind my truck. And that's all for here, so let's go to the garden. Okay folks, I started this video on Friday morning, and it is Easter Sunday afternoon. So we've got a lot of work done in the garden. Not as much as I'd like, because it's hard to get parts. But we've done some work, as you saw us cleaning out over there. And a lot of that cleaning was in preparation for this right here. I don't know if you can tell, but there are literally hundreds of Easter eggs scattered out here. This part of the yard, which goes back to Jackie's grandma's, has been used for a number of years as the family Easter egg hunt. So this is just a parcel of the people starting to gather. We've already eaten at Cousin Jim's house, and I didn't hear a count, but I'd say there was at least, give or take, 75 head there. And so now all the majority of the adults and all of the kids are moving here, so I'll get a little bit more footage before we close when it's time for the hunt to take place. Decided I'd walk around the other side of the trees because y'all have seen all this. Didn't know how much y'all could see in the other. But I'm gonna stand back here and let y'all watch this herd. It's gonna come stampeding this way any minute, or any second. And the 3 and under group is turned loose. They'll give them a minute, and then they'll turn another age group loose. And here they come. Now there are eggs with cash in here, and they are scattered in there, and there are a few out here for the little kids. But this has always been a blessing to be part of this family that sticks together and lives up to these traditions once a year. Well, the crowd is gone. It's time to water the garden, and that's the end of this video. I hope y'all have had a blessed Holy Week, because without Jesus, our life is worth nothing. I hope y'all have a blessed day and many more blessed days to come. Until we meet again, y'all take care and God bless.